Be careful, if you blink you might actually miss it. What's up guys, Happy New Year! I gotta get some things ready in the reptile room. I'm super stoked for you to see because we are finally able to do things I've been wanting to do for like ever. Hoorah! And as you can see, the reptile room is a huge mess. It has gotten considerably darker, and the reason for that is because I'm finally boarding up that window. Right over there I've done a cutout because I need airflow to come through the room because the extractor fan's on the other side of the room, so I want to suck air through. This is actually lambda board, so it's like insane insulation basically. And then what I'm going to do is I've been just kind of working it out how much I need to cut off, so slowly I've been cutting more and more off. This seems to be about the perfect amount that works. So now what I'm going to do is get that stuck in there, and then I'm going to get like a whole piece of chipboard, wooden board, cover this whole thing up, and then I'll have nice little cutout vents that go over there because yeah, we don't want it to look ugly like that with a big hole and whatever. Cages are all doing nice, and right on the floor there you can see I've got a lot of cables, a lot of lighting, because now it is super dark in here and I need to put some lights up because otherwise you're not going to be able to see me or the snakes, which sucks. So good morning, hope you're having an amazing day. Lots of things are happening and we're going to get a lot done. I know all you guys really want to see is me working with snakes and snakes trying to bite me and learning more about snakes and stuff, but the reality is there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes of working with all these snakes. Today I have to go and fetch almost half a ton, 1,000 kilograms or 500 kilograms of food in order just to feed the rat, and that entails me going out here, out into the middle of nowhere to fetch this feed for the rats so I can feed the rats the best quality food so my snakes can have the best quality food, and that entails a bit of traveling. Okay, so just went in and paid, get the slip thingy, and then you got to go collect your feed, and they load it up on the back of this bucky over here. Yeah, you got to wear masks, it's that time of the world, you know? So far that's what we got. A bunch of bags, gotta get a few more though. Okay, so it's been a bit of a crazy video, but I am back and I wanted to show you I've got all these lights set up. So 4 of them for now, that should suffice for now. As you can see, I've still not boarded up this and secured it. This is just the insulation. That's the air vent there. I gotta buy proper air vents so it looks all fancy and stuff, or get some cut with a laser cut. But what I wanted to show you guys now is because I am home alone, I'm not going to clean the snakes yet. I have to do that today. But rule 1, you got to have someone else at the house when you're working with venomous snakes. So I'm not going to take them out because there's no one else at home. Just in case, you know, things go south. Who takes you to hospital? Because yeah, you might think you're able to take yourself, but never work like that. Having said that, let's do something else. So this over here you've probably seen in my video background for the past year or so. Nothing's really happened with it. So it's basically a foam background that I created. The one side still needs to be carved, and today I will put the substrate on it because I'm preparing for some variable bush vipers, Atheris squamigera, to go inside of here, and then we'll plant it out, put some nice grow lights. I actually need to move the grow lights from here up into here because these are 2 separate ones, and then this is a separate cage that I've split. But let's get on to that and set that up now. Just like that, times it by 100. That is what we're going to do. We're going to try to find natural curves and crevices in the foam to make everything stick nicely, and then we're going to put a bunch of cocoa peat on it to make it look all naturalistic. I was going to do a nice grout background to make it look like a natural rock, but I don't have that at the moment, and I need to get these cages up and ready for some squam. So now the floor is a mess. As you can see, there's lots of carvings all over, but I have finished carving it out. Now what I'm going to do is take liquid rubber instead of silicone, and it's a non-toxic liquid rubber after it's cured or dried. Paint it over this and then put a bunch of this substrate, peat moss. I shouldn't mess around right now, but that's what's going to happen. Let's get to it. As you can see, I'm putting on some gloves because this stuff is so sticky, it's not easy to get off of your hands. Trust me, I know all my cages are waterproofed and sealed with this incredible liquid rubber, and it has an incredibly nasty smell to it. Really strong and potent. So I'm just going to be painting here in the reptile room. The extractor fan is on, so it's sucking in fresh air constantly, and then I'll take it outside to dry. But right now I'll be painting inside. Woo! I need something to stir it with. Look at that. It's like a nice blob. Ooh, nice. Okay, so I prefer using this opposed to silicone because A, it's cheaper and it waterproofs, and it's just going to work a lot better. Okay, I have my substrate mix that I'm going to pack onto it nicely now. I also have a bunch of moss right on hand just to have ready in case I want to stick some moss every here or there. Okay, so we have that one piece down, but I don't seem to have calculated correctly, and I don't have enough dry cocoa peat. I've got like a whole huge tub full, but it is not dry, so I need to dry out some more, and I guess then we're done for today because I can't do anymore. But hopefully that's going to look freaking dope when I pour all of the substrate off. So let's carry on tomorrow. Okay, so that looks really nice, except for the part that the stick that I put in here just came out, which is less than ideal, but it'll have to be okay, I guess. I like that. Looks nice, naturalistic. I think the animals are going to love it. And look who we have here, big boy Murphy. Ain't he cute? I gotta clean his enclosure, so he needs to go in the tub. He doesn't look like he wants to go in right now. Go on, boy. He's nice and long. He's getting some size to him. Boom! We get it in! Just like that. Now, as you've probably noticed by now, this hasn't taken place over one day. This has taken quite a while to do this video because I've not been in the best shape health-wise, and that's why I am changing clothes all the time, because this has taken me a month to do. Whereas normally everything you see happens in like one day. So keep that in mind. But if you want to find out a bit more about my health journey, here's the card for a video you can watch to understand for all you new subscribers. But yeah, I'm on the mend now, getting better, so let's clean some snakes. So right over here I can see Africa's most toxic cobra is staring me down because he's like, Bryce, you need to clean my cage, it is filthy. It's not quite filthy, but he shed, so let's give him a nice clean, fresh water, you know, all that fun stuff you have to do when caring for these snakes. Now it's time for this little guy to go in his tub so we can clean his cage. Hey, yeah, I'm not going to let you come close to my hands, even though you're not very bitey of a snake. Because you never want to take those chances, you know? You know, you're just so cute. I can boop you right on the snoot, but I don't have to explain why that is not a good idea. So because I've not been doing so well health-wise, I killed the plants in that enclosure because I didn't water them. They need water like twice a week, and I don't have to explain. I was sick, so that's not the best thing to handle venomous snakes when you're sick. So don't do it. I didn't do it, and the plants died because of that. That's why I needed to put succulents in these enclosures. The most feared, the most deadly, the most beautiful cobra species that comes in a variety of different localities is the Cape Cobra. I would really love to show you different colored Cape Cobras because you get them from golden yellow to creamy yellow to speckled animals to pretty dark individuals like this one here with a yellowish head. Like, look there, he's got a yellowish head. He's cute, but I really would love to show you the speckled variety because those guys are just, wow, stunning snakes. it's time for this grumpy little thing to be cleaned. She will try and bite you. She comes at you with an open mouth. So let the fun and games begin. Yeah, so that happened. I broke the glass. Fantastic, Bryce. That glass, however, was cracked in the move. So I do have a extra panel over there that I'll probably have to replace it with. Let me get that panel out and show you. I'm watching her, she cannot escape, don't worry. Here's the extra panel of glass that I'll have to replace that with. Let's hope it fits exactly in the gap there because... Okay, I don't see this glass piece fitting, although all of these enclosures are supposed to have the same space between. Seems like I'll have to have something specifically cut for this enclosure because, yeah, this piece is not fitting. Ah, that's frustrating. So now I've got to have a temporary home for that little female Cape Cobra. Whereas this is such a nice cage, such a nice enclosure. Oh, what a bummer. So here's the little contraption. I've got glass over here on top of the enclosure, so she's got a little gap to go in there. I'll slide the glass over and then put this on top, slide the glass out, lid on top, and then I can get her new sliding glass tomorrow. How cool is that? But yes, I'm wearing a glove because she's feisty and my hands will be close. No, go in that little hide. No. Come on. What are you doing? Go inside. Go inside there. Okay, you are very, very noisy. Inside. Go. And there we go. So, what you just saw was probably the most dangerous thing that can happen in South Africa while working with venomous snakes. You can kind of see me here. That is load shedding. So, the electricity just went out, and as you can see, that's why you need something like this for temporary lighting in the reptile room while you're handling snakes. Because if this went pitch black, I would have a big problem, but as you can see, all the lights are out. That sucks, but you got to stay safe. So what you can do to save yourself from this is you go to the shops, you buy power saving bulbs. So those bulbs you screw into, you know, a normal light fixture, and they have a bit of power in them. So when the power goes off, the bulbs stay on for a bit, and then you are saved from potentially being bitten.